little screen. If you can see my cursor, see a little screen right there? It shows, I think, 28 miles. Keep your eye on that.
Look at those eyebrows. Eyelashes. Eyelashes. They look like eyebrows.
28, 29.
That is crazy. We got stereotypes for a reason. She ain't on the porch going to sleep. She in a train going to sleep. That is nuts. DEI. Yeah. But this is San Francisco. Unqualified. That is crazy. It's 8 in the morning. Why you? I can understand if it's like 5, maybe 6, 7 o'clock at night. You maybe 3, 4 in the morning. But it's 8 a.m. Maybe she's been driving all night.
45 miles an hour.
She is out. Those big heavy eyelashes don't help neither. What does she think she on cruise control?
Fucking people behind her. Look at all the people right there.
Look at the people. Look what she's almost hit that car.
I'm fucking irate, bro.
She was supposed to stop back there.
I'm sorry. Relax. We didn't crash. Relax. I'm sorry. Relax. We didn't crash. Relax. It wouldn't stop. Relax.
It wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't it stop? Listen to what she says. Watch this.
We're okay. It just wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. It would not stop. The emergency brake wouldn't even hit. Look.
The emergency brake wouldn't even hit. I think you're the emergency. You should be the emergency brake. But do you hear the verbiage she's using? It's like she doesn't understand the lingo. Right. What is she, a train conductor? So she's got to be somebody important. She's sitting in that chair for a reason. I'm sure she had to pass some kind of qualification to get this job. Yeah.
It wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. It would not stop. The emergency brake wouldn't even hit. Look, it's on.
It wouldn't even hit. Now it's on.
It wouldn't even stop. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to ask them to check the train, okay? Can we get up?
What's crazy is these people, none of them believe her. Right. Look at the white blonde right there. She said she is straight up lying to us. If I was y'all, I'd be getting hit off this train. That's what I'd be doing. But the news covered it. Look what the news had to say.
Grand Vicky, everyone I spoke with today was surprised that no one was seriously hurt during the incident caught on camera. Lucky. The video shows riders on the Muni falling to the ground and the driver being shaken awake, driving at a speed of 50 miles per hour. In the video from September 24th, you see the driver of a Muni train with their eyes closed and head down at 8:37 a.m., appearing to fall asleep behind the wheel. SFMTA says the train was exiting the Sunset Tunnel near Dubose Park when unexpected jolting shakes the driver awake, and the train speeds through its planned stop at Dubose Ave and Noe Street. Rashad Ali watched the video at the Muni stop, surrounded by pedestrians, cyclists, and dogs.
Scary for everyone involved, I feel like. The cars here, the people standing on the side, the people inside. The driver themselves, actually, like, when she woke up and realized what was going on, I'm pretty sure that was pretty scary, too.
I'm sorry. Relax.
The driver apologizes to the riders, many of whom could be seen falling to the ground. Wow. While the train narrowly misses an oncoming car that has to swerve out of the way.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's crazy. This could have been so much worse.
Greg Mundia watched the video of the driver telling riders to relax.
We didn't crash. Relax.
Kind of freaks me out. Like, I drive on this all the time. I take the bus as well a lot, and I don't know, falling asleep at work and possibly hitting a car is kind of scary.
Paramedics responded to the scene, and an SFMTA investigation confirmed error as a result of operator fatigue. The driver has been placed on non-driving status, according to the agency.
She should be fired. Yeah, she should. When I see something like this happen, San Francisco, I'm thinking
Wow, man.
She was hired just because of the color of her skin. Yeah. Yeah. That's why she has that job. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. If you're running a professional establishment, Amtrak train station, right? As soon as she walked in with those eyelashes, that's a red flag for me. I'm sorry, but you are not what we're looking for. I would have never hired her. Just those eyelashes alone.
Yeah. That has had to reinforce training on the importance of watching for signs of fatigue and reporting it.
Hopefully they're getting the amount of time off they need and resting. And
Come on.
God, really?
How much you want to bet? They tried because she went to the club dance. Yeah. They're trying to downplay what happened. They're trying to put the fault on the San Francisco, what is it, Muni train, their leadership, and they're overworking their employees. That is not what's happening.
and being able to not fall asleep when they're at work.
SFMTA Director of Transportation, Julie Kirschbaum, issued a statement Monday in response to the newly surfaced video saying, quote, "We know this was a frightening experience for our riders, and we take that very seriously. Safety is always our top priority. We are committed to accountability in response to this specific, unacceptable incident, and we are taking all necessary steps to keep Muni safe and reliable for all riders and the public."
That white guy is actually trying to say they're overworking the drivers. It pretty much how woke the left is. Yeah. They're not willing to call out, hey, maybe this girl got her position because of the color of her skin. Maybe she's underqualified. Maybe she should have never been hired. San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Muni stop where this happened.
Oh, dude. We'll watch a little bit of this, and then we'll end it with not this one, but the next one. I gotta watch this one because the next one, if you're eating, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Oh no, you don't. Motherfucker. Oh my god, yeah, haircut. Like, so bad. Doing my hair, I'm tired of wearing a hat.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has released, and I have played over 4 hours of the multiplayer at this point, so I'm going to give you my first impressions review of the multiplayer. We're going to go through the positives and then go through the negatives and just give my overall thoughts on the game so far. Of course, keep in mind, this is very, very early impressions, and at this point, because the game isn't even officially out yet, it's just people playing it early through the New Zealand servers. Pretty much everyone who's playing is the absolute best possible players out there. Everyone is really sweaty, really hardcore at the game. There's not a lot of casuals on right now, so the experience is much harder than it will be when the full game is out and we have all the casuals actually playing the game. Let's start off with the positives. The maps are some of the best Treyarch has done in years, and I would honestly say this map pool at launch is one of the best we've seen in Call of Duty. It's definitely top 5 at the very least. I wouldn't say it's better than Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 or even Black Ops 3, but it's definitely close to those games. There's only one map I didn't absolutely love, and that was Homestead, but even then, Homestead is a decent map. I don't think it's awful, I just think the layout is kind of weird and doesn't really flow the best. But I think it's nice to have a weird map in the game, at least one of them, because it's nice to see them actually try different things rather than just doing a very similar layout for all of their maps. But the majority of the maps in this game are very well structured. They have a solid 3-lane competitive design, and even the ones that aren't really built to be competitive are still fun in some way, shape, or form, whether it's because it's a really small map or because it just plays well and is visually gorgeous. These maps are so colorful, and there's a bunch of unique elements to them, like movable platforms and lots of cool wall jump spots, and there's so many things about these maps that just make them some of the best we've seen in years. Treyarch absolutely killed it in the map department. I really do love the wall jumping in this game, and because they made changes to dexterity, so you don't need dexterity to ADS after wall jumping anymore, wall jumping feels a lot more smoother regardless of if you're using dexterity or not, and it feels really, really good. There's a lot of places to wall jump on each map, but even if it's not a specific wall jump designated spot, you can obviously still do it it on a majority of the structures on the maps, and it's really fun to use it in gunfights. You can actually use it to your advantage quite nicely. It kind of feels like the game has boost jumping in a sense, just obviously boost jumping that's more limited. You can't just do it wherever you want, you have to do it against specific structures, but I do really like that this exists because it does feel like semi-advanced movement. The movement itself in the game is pretty good as well. It's definitely toned down compared to Black Ops 6, which I honestly didn't hate Black Ops 6's movement. I didn't have an issue with that, but I also don't have an issue with how the movement is overall in Black Ops 7. There are a few issues I have with it, which I'll talk about in the negatives, especially compared to the beta, but generally speaking, I do enjoy the way the game feels, the movement is clean, and I really enjoy how the gunfights play out in this game. A big reason I love the gunfights is because of the health bars. I actually really enjoy how health bars work in multiplayers for Call of Duty because they don't usually do health bars, but when they do, it's usually pretty fun. It's just nice to see how much health your opponent has. It makes it so you can react very differently in a gunfight. You know exactly when to stop firing so you can move on to the next target as soon as possible, and I enjoy that feedback. The score streaks in this game are so powerful. They get so many kills. It is incredible to see, and I love how unique they are as well. It's not just the same score streaks we had last year and the year before that. They actually give us a lot of unique score streaks that make the game feel quite different. I really love using the dog, for example. Obviously, the HKDs are really good. The helicopter is not unique, but it is really good in this game. The VTOL warship is incredible. And of course, we have the Legion, which is the swarm in this game. And of course, I have not earned that yet, but I cannot wait to go for them. It's going to be really fun to try to grind for Legions, and I'm sure they're going to be just as powerful as all of these other score streaks in this game. I absolutely love the feel of the guns in this game so far. Obviously, all the futuristic gadgets, futuristic weapons. It's incredible to see. I'm so glad we are finally in a futuristic Call of Duty again, so we can actually have these really unique weapons to use. And I hope to see a lot of DLC weapons that pay homage to some of the other futuristic weapons from games like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 4. Even though we already have a lot of those, I would love to see more down the line. The brand new mode Skirmish is actually quite fun. It is a 20v20 mode that is playable on 2 maps that are cut from Avalon, and I enjoyed it. I don't think it's one of the best modes ever. I think it definitely could be a lot better if they allowed you to earn score streaks on it, but it still is a pretty fun experience, and I hope to see more maps and modes added to Skirmish. In terms of progression, this is by far the biggest Call of Duty game of all time. There are so many things to work towards, which is going to make this so replayable, especially in the first few months. So first of all, we obviously have all of the camo progression, which is just absolutely insane. There are so many camos to unlock in this game throughout the entire experience, not just multiplayer. But you do have a lot of different prestige camos to go for. There's multiple different ones for every single gun in the game, which is going to give you a reason to use every single gun and actually prestige it all the way through. I love this because it's going to make it so people aren't so stuck using their metal loadouts. They're actually going to have to prestige their weapon and reset the attachments. They have to unlock them again, which means they can't always have all of their attachments on their gun at all times if they want to go through the weapon prestiges to get these special camos, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to get those special camos. And of course, this isn't even counting the main mastery camo grind that is also going to be available in the game as well, and the challenges are much better this year compared to Black Ops 6. So overall, lots of stuff to progress when it comes to camos. But there's also a lot to progress when it comes to the overclock system. This is a bunch of different upgrades you can get for your score streaks, your field upgrades, and your equipment. And you can earn them by using the score streaks, field upgrades, and equipment, which I absolutely love that. The fact that you actually have to use those items to upgrade them. It's kind of similar to augments from zombies, but the difference here is that you actually have to use the items for it, because with augments, you don't have to actually use the item to upgrade it. You just have to make sure it's selected in the research menu, and then you just have to play the game and earn XP, and it will automatically upgrade the item for you. But I like that in multiplayer, you actually have to use the item because it gets you to use a variety of items in the game, and it adds a whole nother layer of customization to all of these items as well. And of course, the most important positive for Black Ops 7 multiplayer is the fact that we finally have reduced skill-based matchmaking again, just like the classic matchmaking systems from all of the Call of Duties before Modern Warfare 2019. I know some people were worried about this because, of course, they do still have a strict skill-based matchmaking playlist available in the game, which is under the standard tab, and I am a little bit skeptical about this too. I do hope they just get rid of this playlist over the next...
Alright, we're gonna get the gameplay going. Oh, dude, that's so fucked up, man. That video is so fucked up. Oh, from what I'm hearing too, is they're putting that skill-based matchmaking back in it. SBMM, which a lot of people were happy that they took it out. Now it sounds like they're putting it back in.